I'm Teresa Labella, and I'd like to share a sweet romantic scene from Reservations, my first novel in the new Life and Love trilogy. Darian McKenna, the uncomfortably handsome executive chef at an upscale Manhattan restaurant, has just moved into the chic top-floor apartment of a building in Brooklyn with Allison Clark, a successful self-made media consultant. It's their first New Year's Eve together. Darian couldn't remember an easier New Year's Eve at Chez Nous. He led the kitchen staff through the chaotic ebb and flow of 300 guests in 6 hours without raising his voice or his blood pressure. He praised the line cook's attention to plating detail and thanked the waitstaff for moving orders to tables with no complaints from guests. "Great job, everyone," he told his staff. "You deserve a day off. Happy New Year." Only Darian and his sous chef stayed behind to turn out the lights with 30 minutes left until the ball dropped in Times Square. "What are you grinning at?" Darian asked Eric. "You. Complimenting the line cooks, patting the wait staff on the back, helping the dish dogs. I have my good days. Not when we're snowed. You're usually stomping around like a pissed-off bear forced out of hibernation. Am I really that bad? In a word, yes." Darian took off his do-rag and scratched his head. "I guess that explains the turnover. So why have you stuck it out with me for 6 years? I want to learn from the best on the job in a kitchen, not from an overeducated wannabe in starched Chef White's lecturing at some fancy cooking school. I figure why waste the money on tuition when I can learn and earn at the same time, like you did? I've never stopped learning. You won't either. I know, that's why I'm still here. But I got the feeling you've got someplace else to go, and it might have something to do with David Dupuy's good-looking lady friend." Darian laughed out loud. "My God, nothing gets past you." "You taught me to pay attention to detail, Chef." "Right. I couldn't keep the secret for long anyway. My address has changed." "Changed to where?" "Brooklyn. I moved in with Allie yesterday." Eric's grin spread to a full smile. "Well, all right, Chef." The men exchanged one-handed high fives and fist bumps. "Go home to your woman." Darian tapped his cell phone to life when the cab approached the Brooklyn Bridge. "Hi, Allie. I'm almost home, honey. I should be there in 5 minutes. "Max and I are waiting for you," she replied. Darian paid the fare and fished in his coat pocket for the key that unlocked the street-level door. Max was sitting on the other side with a leash in his mouth and a pointy pink paper hat with Happy New Year in sparkly silver letters flopped over one ear. Darian laughed and liberated the dog from the hat and the thin rubber band strap under his chin. Max shook his big head and ears and licked Darian's hand. "You're welcome, buddy. Let's go check fire hydrants for messages." Darian snapped the leash to the harness and walked the dog into the first night of the new year. After several sniffs and quick stops, Darian and Max ascended the steps to the warmth of the top-floor apartment. Allie greeted him at the door wearing an ivory silk robe and nightgown. She held out one of a pair of fluted glasses filled with bubbling champagne. "Happy New Year," she said. They toasted, kissed, and drank to the future. "I need a shower," he said. "I'm way ahead of you," she said. "I hung your towel and robe on the warming rack when you called from the cab." Darian thanked her in words and mentally thanked her again when he stepped barefoot onto the master bathroom's in-floor heated tiles. The shower washed away the day and soothed the aches he'd brought home with him. He wrapped the warm robe around him, and his appetite led him to the kitchen and the aroma of melting cheese. "I thought you might be hungry." Allie took a round of warm brie wrapped in puff pastry from the oven and set it on the kitchen island beside a basket of sliced sourdough bread. Darian spread the soft cheese on bread and savored the flavor. "That hits the spot," he said, licking cheese and breadcrumbs from his lips. Allie looked out the kitchen window toward the lights of Brooklyn Bridge. "Was it snowing when you came in?" she asked him. "No, it wasn't." Darian joined her at the window. His arms went around her waist and he rested his chin on the top of her head. The lilac scent of her hair, sensuous silk warmed by her body, and the sparkle of snow falling on Brooklyn created a moment so perfect he wanted to remember every detail. "I love you, Allie," he thought. "I know I'm really going to like living here with you," he said instead. "I love you, Darian," she thought. "New year, new life chapter," was her substitute response. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Reservations and my second novel, Heartland, are available on Kindle and in paperback from my website, www.storyteller30.com, and at amazon.com. Enjoy the romance. Happy New Year.